noches, estamos mirando no sí, le puedo dar para atrás. Vamos a darle para atrás y empezarle ahí. Ya no puedo, familia, yo como le Guaynabo City. Esto está cabrón. 720,000. Un montón de gente.
Que llaman vida. Al fin y al cabo la muerte no es más que la vida invertida. Al fin y al cabo la muerte no es más que la vida invertida. El primer trago para el suelo y una mirada para el cielo. Un año más sin ti físicamente, pero en mi mente siempre no sabes cuándo te quiero. Y no se muere quien se va, solo se muere el que se olvida. Al fin y al cabo la muerte va tan segura de ganar. Tiene ventaja que gana vida. El primer trago para el suelo.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2.
Un año más sin ti físicamente, pero en mi mente siempre no sabes cuánto te quiero. Y no se muere quien se va, solo se muere el que se olvida. Al fin y al cabo la muerte va tan segura de ganar. Tiene ventaja que gana vida. El primer trago para el suelo. Un año más sin ti físicamente, pero en mi mente siempre no sabes cuánto te quiero. No se muere quien se va, solo se muere el que se olvida. Al fin y al cabo la muerte va tan segura de ganar. Tiene ventaja que gana vida. El primer trago para el suelo, una mirada para el cielo.
Saludos, hermanito. Aquí tratando de mirar un poquito el televisor de la isla, el Tele 11. Y acá hay anuncio también. Vamos a poner esto para atrás como está. That's incredible. Them little youngsters shot that rocket at 400,000 miles an hour, made it all the way to space. That's the shit that we're supposed to be doing as an association, teaching all the young kids how to do shit like that. Not to be going to jail and killing each other, bro. Like ormai che bochinche, parando la politica. Yeah, because today, like, Carlos La Sombra, he was an independent, and I don't know why the fucking island these other motherfuckers keep winning. I haven't seen this shit in years, bro. Like in decades. Like when I was in Puerto Rico last in 2024. Well, yeah, in 2024. I made it in America 2025. I mean 2004. I made it to America in 2005. But these two motherfuckers still together, him and that bitch. Which is a dude. As a dude. So I'm gonna cut out talking. I'm gonna put her to talk that shit. What's up, Mr. Moore? I'm sure. I watch Puerto Rican TV. You know what the Comay is?
They're talking about closing up the chapter on Reading.
Ah, why?
Because this guy's not responsible.
Who said that? Stilo?
One of the high guys, yeah.
Oh, not Stilo. That was above him. They need to close all that shit down. They need to close it down because if Reading is doing bad, see, that's why you try to take care of your position and you try to take care that you're doing everything right. And it's always good to ask questions because that's how you learn if you're doing it right. You know, and you have to listen to everybody. Even a man that's not in a position can try to tell you. That's what an asesor is. Like when you're in prison and you become a leader, you try to find somebody who knows more than you to be your assessor, because you can go, how they call it, te puede put a chorro behind an error. And if nobody don't question it and let the error pass, then everybody goes down the chorro. And whatever the leader gets, you're going to get. In punishment, it trickles all the way down. That's why you're supposed to. That's why you're supposed to. You have a voice. You're supposed to use it.
I have a question for you. 2 nights ago, right? I used to be friends with somebody because I knew his mother. 25, 26, right?
What happened?
He comes to my apartment. He opens and banging on the door. I open the door. I had a lady visiting me, and he pushes her. And he tries to punch her. He punched her in the face.
Ooh, in front of you?
He was, and I came out and I beat his ass so bad with my rings that I cut his face all apart.
Oh no! Hold on. You want to beat him up, but you don't. You're not trying to get a charge.
No, the cops came. They saw the text and everything. They locked him up, not me.
All right, yeah, because he hit his woman at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You got lucky that them cops basically agreed with you then. But if you get a super cops will put you and his ass in jail. He for hitting his wife and you for hitting him. And he doesn't care. That's how super cop play. You're lucky you got some good cops. What's the question?
What's going to be the outcome of this? Do I have to show up in court and press charges on them? I don't want to press charges on nobody.
You don't press charges. They will ask you what you saw. That's what basically chateando is. But that's, yeah, you will be saying what you saw, but you don't ever want to sit in the witness chair anyway. Because if you sit in that witness chair in the paperwork, you're going to become a witness. Un testigo. And that's a bad word in Spanish.
Yeah.
So, no. The outcome of that would be you wouldn't have to show up because they already took picture of his wife. You see what I'm saying? I already know that. They took pictures of his wife, and that's going to be the testigo. That's going to be the evidence. The pictures of her being beat up. Especially if he bloodied up her face. You know, because you say he punched her. So that's probably had blood all over her face or bloody nose. Because the real picture is the following day is when it turns black and blue. It ain't right there when most of the time when you punch somebody, it don't turn black and blue right away. But I'm sure they took pictures of her, and they would take that to court, and then she's the one who have to say, yes, he hit me at the end of the day. And then she could try to pull you in as a witness, or the cops could try to pull you in as a witness, unless you don't get a written thing from the court saying that you have to testify, you don't have to show up. And you could always say that you never saw nothing in the courtroom, even though you beat them up.
Well, I'm the main character there because I beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, and you beat them up. So, yeah, hopefully you don't have to show up to court. That'll be unheard of.
Dude, I had this guy bleeding all over the fucking hallway.
Yeah.
Because I was in the race.
You sound like you're bragging now.
No, I'm actually swallowing.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know, a nice ass whooping would have been good, but yeah.
I don't like guys that hit women.
There's nobody want to see a man hitting a woman, or a woman hitting a man, for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna jump in and beat her up, but I would jump in and have her stop doing that shit too, because I don't like it either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to see no bitch beating up no dude, and I don't want to see no dude beating up no bitch. I want to see people who want to fight each other fight. That's okay.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I got no problem with that. If the two of them want to fight, of course I'm going to entertain that. But if one party doesn't want to fight, it ain't a fight. You check? It's an abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a man is beating up a woman, she don't want to fight him, it's an abuse. If a man is beating up a smaller person that don't want to fight, it's an abuse. It's an abuse. As long as both of them want to fight, it's all good with me. Because then you don't have to worry about it. They don't care what it is. It could be a faggot, a woman, a weak person. If they want to fight, I'll let them fight. But not when somebody's getting beat up. That means they don't want to fight. Yeah, that means literally that they don't want to fight. That's why they're getting beat up. They're not even. It's not fun to hit somebody that don't hit you back. It's just not fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they got to swing, make it entertaining. If you hitting somebody, if I hit a motherfucker and he don't hit me back, I'm gonna apologize to him. You know,
This guy's swinging back. When I swing back, I kept swinging at him. You know?
No, there's people that don't fight. A person who don't like to see fighting usually don't like to fight. I'm not into much into fighting, but if I have to, I will fight you. But you know, you got to push the right button. Yeah, that would be one.
I don't fight, man. This guy came out there and said, "Let's do it."
No, that'll be a button. He will push my button. If I'm walking around a hallway and a dude is beating up a woman, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna be swinging at him. I'm gonna sneak him and everything. Yeah, if I get a chance, he won't even see it coming. Till it's too late. Because an abuse for an abuse. And I can pick up a stick and whoop his ass with it too. So he's good. He's good. That's what he deserved. Now he'll go to jail and think about it. Yeah, he'll think about it. She could probably take him back again because he ain't never gonna hit her again. He'd be scared to hit a bitch now. Yeah, he'll remember the ass whooping. He'll get a flashback. No, bro. I guess Reddit didn't have enough people. That's probably why they closed them down. And so meticulously that the event didn't get pushed. Yeah, because what we on today? 17? No, 19?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
So in 11 days, if it's a 19, It's what, 11 days. 11 days for the 30th. All that promoting he did, I don't know, bro. I don't get it. Yeah, he should return all that money.
I never know what the fuck is going on. Serious.
Well, you're not there to know.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. You got to be there to know. Yeah, if you don't, that's like in prison. If you don't, if tú no estás, si tú no estás maquinando de preso, you ain't never gonna know what's going on. Cause
a couple of nights ago too, that girl Tanya,
yeah,
she called me hysterical because she needs to go to her mother's house because her man was beating the shit out of her and her brother.
And how come nobody helped her out there? That's what it's supposed to be.
Nobody came. I didn't have a car because I can't go over there. I don't have a right.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be taking care of. That shit ain't going on. Just like you took care of home dude for beating up that woman, they're supposed to be taking care of that. That's part of this and put him in his place. Because if she's a Ñeta, he has to be a Ñeta. They're husband and wife. Nah, dude, them jokers to me.
No, the one that was getting beat up was her mother. Her mother's boyfriend was beating up on her mother.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it was her mother. As long as it's a woman, somebody should have got involved. Yeah. Just like you got
Nobody
involved.
Did.
Yeah,
nobody
that was their
got
job.
involved.
They were supposed to get involved and don't have that happen. That's what they're there for. And not to go beat up nobody at the end of the day, because that's her mother's boyfriend or her father or whatever the hell he is to go in there and put peace, bro. This is all about Dios te bendiga, siempre blanco. You know, if they say that shit all the time, why they're not doing it all the time? That's what I have a problem with it. I've been since you met me, you heard me having a problem with this whole thing. Asociación Ñeta. When you say that you won 50, that means you more than 100%. They don't get it. I mean, even though the 150 doesn't mean a percentage, the 150 is Carlos is the one, the point is the pueblo, and the 50 is, Puerto Rico, sorry, and the 50 is the pueblo, or the 50 norms, either which way you want to put it. But I don't understand. That's why I was saying, remember when we first started talking about doing the GoFundMe page?
Yeah.
I kept making a joke. If you have 50,000 people and you ask them all for $1, you ain't going to have $5. 50,000 people, you say, hey, I need to do a move. Let me get $1 from everybody. You're going to end up with $5 the most in your pocket. You'll be lucky if you hit 15 out of 50,000 people. Now, you go in there and put a woman's picture, you see how many likes and how many money you get for it. It's just how it works, bro. People are arrogant. People don't want to, they don't understand that living Ñeta life is a very church-like life. It's not a gangster life. That's why when you go to jail, the first thing they tell you, el chaleco de guapo, lo dejan el portón. That's what the moderator tells you. El chaleco de guapo. What does that mean? Oh, your gangster shit, leave it outside because there's no gangster shit going on in here. This is the brotherhood. You know, that's why I said the motorcycle gang got the brotherhood down packed. All motorcycle gangs run like a brotherhood. You fuck with one, you fuck with all. You fuck with one of the damsels, you fuck with all. You do anything to one, and you got to deal with all of them. Now, do they do fuck shit? Not as much as others. Most people who in jail right now, they do fuck shit as a crime, you know? They rob the old lady, or they rob in the neighborhood store where their mother gets credit at. You know, because you know what I'm talking about. You got a bodega next to your house, right? You could go there and get some credit anytime you want to, because I'm sure you do. I've done it. I have when I used to go to bodegas. I used to end up with credit. I could go there when I don't have it and get me a soda, a pack of cigarettes, a bag of chips, and then I come back and pay them the next day or something like that. I used to always get credit because I always used to leave my change. That's how I built the credit. Every time I go in, I would buy. When I first moved to the neighborhood, that's how I play. I would go into the little bodega store and always leave my change Never take the change. When talking about the coins, always leave all the coins there. Never walk out with a store with coins. And then when you're in a hard spot, you go there, you get credit. They'll give you credit. They remember you. That's what they do. They remember people, and they learn who lives in the neighborhood and who don't live in the neighborhood. But nah, bro, you don't rob. I don't know. I had my own style. I used to like to work with people, robbing motherfuckers that I know can't call the police on me. Yeah, so if you're doing fuck shit, I'm gonna come grab you. Yeah, you selling that dope, I'm gonna come grab you. Yeah. What's wrong with these goddamn mutts? My dog. What's going on, people? So we have all these Ñetas and the Ñetas, and one of Carlos, you know what Carlos' main dream was?
What?
Carlos' main dream was for the pueblo of Puerto Rico to become independent. That's one of Carlos' main dream. That's why Carlos was always in politics. And most people keep saying that Carlos didn't bring the politics. That's what whole Ñeta is about. It's democratic. The 27s are not democratic. The Ñetas are democratic. This is what this whole thing is, bro. It was a movement. It was his movement. Give me 1 second. I gotta go get me my sodas in the kitchen. Hold on. And my soda, my cigarettes. It wasn't I left my cigarettes inside, not my soda. My bad. So yeah, that's Carlos Torres Iriartes, or Melendez, however you want to put it. La Sombra, or Carlos La Sombra. His dream was that Puerto Ricans are all Puerto Ricans. So that means that we are brothers. We all brothers from the other mother. You know what I'm saying? It's an island, for God's sake. Like, if you trace it all back, we all fucking related there. Just the same way if you trace humanity all the way back, we are all related according to the Bible. If there was just Adam and Eve. So that's the Ñetas right now who have a gun is not a Ñeta to me. You doing fuck shit. A Ñeta who been to jail and came out of jail is a man that can say that he's a business person today. That's it. You're following the program y te está dejando llevar. The same way you do in prison. Because ain't nobody killing nobody in prison, is there? So how come there's so much killing on the street if there's not much killing in the prisons? There's no more killing in the prison like it used to be. That only happened for a little time. That was when they cleaned the house. That's why there was a lot of death. You kill all the motherfuckers who didn't need to be there, and then all the killing stopped. And then now it's every so often it's a killing when some dumbass goes in the pueblo that don't belong there, and he takes his, he puts his life up for jeopardy, and he goes out there thinking that nobody's gonna know something. That's every once 4 or 5 years. That don't happen even every year. And I'm talking from when I was there. There wasn't killings every day. There wasn't killings every fucking month. There wasn't killings every year. That was once in a blue moon. But you had a lot of deaths of overdose in the late 90s. That's when it became smart, and they don't kill people no more. You overdose them. That way, it's a lot easier. So, being a Ñeta is almost being a Christian, my friend. So you're right down the borderline of being a Christian. So you got to hustle in like an art. That's about the only hustle you're going to have. You're going to make something with your hands and your brain, and you're going to come up with something that you can sell, and that'll be your hustle. Yeah, because selling the drugs in prison, it ain't a business like most people think it's a business. Like the government look at it as a business. No, it's sort of a business. It's like how I do my business, in the sense of my weed. I don't buy weed. You understand what I'm saying? You don't smoke weed. What bad habits you have? Cigarettes.
Chew tobacco.
Okay, you chew tobacco. All right. So think of the tobacco like it's weed. So you got to buy it from somebody, right? So every time you go to the store, huh?
No, come on. I didn't say that.
Oh, think of your chewing tobacco if it's the bag of weed. So that chewing tobacco, somebody has to get it, and you have to buy it from the same way I have to go buy my weed. So when I buy my weed, I get enough that I can use it, and then the other bit, I sell it and get back my money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I buy it the first time, but then after I buy it, I smoke some, I sell half or whatever I need to sell to make my money, depending if I sell it to a white boy or I'm selling it to a buddy. And it doesn't, and that's how that works. So then my weed comes back to me, and I got to find my weed cheap enough to make a profit. So that's why I dealt with the Jamaicans. The same way, like you want snuff, and one thing of snuff, I don't know how much it costs. What, $20?
What, the tobacco?
Yeah, you use the bag stuff, the chewable stuff, or you use the snuff that you put in your mouth?
The one, the can, like skull.
Okay. They got patches. They got little bags now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I did that too. When I was young, I stopped it because it kept fucking with my mouth. It burns. Yeah, you know that shit. I didn't like it, so I tried it. But when I was doing it, there wasn't no bags. You had to pinch and push it into your mouth, and then that shit was all in your mouth and in your teeth. You was always spitting that shit out. Yeah, no. And then they had the what was it, Red Man in the bag? That you chew it. That was like the whole leaf.
I don't know Red Man.
Huh?
I remember Red Man. Yeah.
Right, with the Indian, right, was like a Indian on the bag. Oh, they don't make that no more. They don't make that no more.
Yeah, they make it.
All right. With the Red Man, that was like a whole fucking tobacco leaf. Like a cow. Nah, dude. I did that for a minute. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But that's all I had in that moment. So it was what it was. I had to use that. Well, my wife be texting me some stuff. Now, bro, the association's got to change. And it has to like really wake up to what this is supposed to be. And it's our own church. It's our own way of living. And when you have enough people like in prison together, unity is where the power is, bro. And nobody will be living poor because we all will be helping each other out for whoever wants to help themselves out. Because what I do, everybody can do. What the other guy, everybody can do. What you do, everybody can do. I've just been lucky. But I pay my dues in life for it. So I'm okay. But you got, yeah. If you hate the administration, but stay the fuck out their jails. That kind of attitude. Ñeta hate administración de corrección, but they're always in the jailhouse. Well, you're giving them their money. As long as you keep going to jail, they'll have a jail. If you stop going to jail, well, the jails will be empty. That's supposed to be the idea. That's part of the Ñeta idea. Eh? So I don't know how I have to fix that. Our system needs to wake up. We can't go modern. Modern doesn't help anything. Modern, look, all this modern shit that we have today, is it really helping?
No.
No, they just voted what? We had a vote, a whole national vote. And they never used a machine. They counted that shit one by one with a human eye. And that was millions and millions of votes. And they did that. Group. There's some things you don't need to change. Some things don't need to be modernized. Some things needs to be left alone. Like the battery car. That's nonsense. It's not helping it's not helping the universe by you putting batteries in the car. You still got to charge it. How you think you charge? Are you using solar power to charge it? No, you're using gasoline power. I don't know, bro. You're old enough. You know what a solar calculator is, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long them things been around?
It's been around for the longest. I think it's 70s.
Okay, and we haven't figured out how to put a car to run on the road with a fucking solar panel yet. And they overhead.
Maybe it's because of the business of gasoline.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's a game. Because we know you're old enough and I'm old enough. Tell a little fucker right now what a solar calculator is. He thinks you got a fucking satellite on top of a roof to try to run a calculator. There were solar calculators. They had like 5 little things on the top. And as long as you put it out, it didn't even need sun. As long as you had light, That motherfucker used to work because you could work it under the house light. If you're in darkness, but it won't turn on. But a solar power calculator has been around forever, bro. They got watches that once it start ticking, it never stops. That's what a good watch is. They don't have a battery in that motherfucker. You check what I'm trying to tell you? You understand what I'm talking about? I'm into watches. You know the kind of watches? You understand that they have watches that have a mechanism that don't use a battery. It's just the mechanism will tick forever. It'll go back and forth for as long as it needs to. Somewhat like a grandfather clock. Matter of fact, I want to buy me one, but I don't want a modern one. I want to get an antique old one. A nice big grandfather clock. That's the only thing I'm missing in my house. And my grandmother's pictures. But no, bro, the association needs to wake up. Not modernize. They need to wake up that right now we have so much power that we don't even understand the power that we have. When you think about, you got fellow members in Ecuador, you got the whole fucking United States, you got Spain, that they're over there doing fuck shit using our name in Spain. They're out there killing and doing some really fuck shit out there, saying they're Ñetas. I heard a video with the Pope talking shit about the Ñetas, bro. Can you imagine? Why has the Pope got our name in his mouth? Not in a bad format. It should have been in a good format. We're talking about que Dios te bendiga and Dios this and Dios das. And every time I listen to one of these motherfuckers, the first thing come out of his mouth is Dios. Meanwhile, he's doing everything against that philosophy also. Why talk so much about Dios te bendiga when you're going to go out there and go steal it from whoever you can? Or you're going to go kill whoever you can instead of having a conversation with your fellow brother. It's probably a Puerto Rican. We ain't no different than the problem that the black folks have, that they kill each other too. We're killing each other. We're hurting each other. So it's like, if you fucked up, there's nothing wrong with you fucking up. Even you watched Bonifacio's video, right? You the one sent it to me. Did you watch it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did watch it.
You heard the part what he said? It ain't nothing wrong with fucking up. You can always fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
As long as you deal with it and fix it. There's no such thing as a fuck up. Because you fucked up doesn't mean I gotta come and kill you. I could come to orientate you. I could come to maybe smoke a blunt and explain to you where you fucked up. And as long as you recognize that shit, I could walk away. So if you know what you're doing and if you understand why you're doing it for, that shouldn't be a fucking problem to explain to somebody when they're wrong. And it don't take away from me or from anyone. Like right now, I'm taking back a couple of things. Right now, I've already been orientated by my toho. Because I needed that to be solved, so I got that solved. So right now, I don't have no problem saying free my toho. I don't have no problem with my toho's pictures. I even called Melba today. To do what? What I was going to do with Melba? I was going to apologize to her. Like I should. Because that's what started the whole thing. Huh?
She explained to me that like she been busy with her kids, something like that. That she didn't mean to ignore you.
Oh, I didn't even bother with it like that. I did my job. I called her to apologize whenever she get time to call me back because I didn't block her on my phone. Just like I didn't block Eddie Sadi on my phone. I took him off of Facebook. That's all. But I call her up to let her know that not my ideologies haven't changed, but my perception of the dude has. I understand what happened and I understand what's going on. So I don't have a problem with him being the first right now. But if I don't ask questions, I won't be able to overcome it. And that's the only way to overcome. When you have a doubt, you need it to be explained. So I had a doubt, and until I wasn't able to get it explained well. But my attitude changed. He's our leader, Maximo. I have no problems. You know, and I learned that. I think Melba is the one who gave me that information. So it's whatever. She gave it to me in a negative way. Like, look what I found about this dude, you know. She wanted to dig up the dirt. I didn't do no dirt looking. She the one dig up the dirt from La Primera Hora and showed it to me. And then there's where I got stuck because I wasn't able to speak to nobody that could clear me up. And then I finally got that, 2 days ago. And I was there, but I've been pushing. I'm trying to get inside. I'm trying to get something done that's supposed to have been done a long time ago. Trademark the name. Trademark the motherfucking name. Make a non-profit. Copyright the word. Asociación Ñeta. Just the same way that Donald Trump copyright the word mega. Nobody can. If you go right now and start selling mega caps without his permission, you get sued. Because he specifically copyrighted for making T-shirts, caps, and stuff like that. Because there's all kind of ways to copyright something. The same way, many ways to trademark something. And then when you invent something, you got to put a patent on it. So nobody can use your setup. And if you don't do that, I'm going to end up doing it. And I keep saying it. I'm just holding back. And, you know, I gave you a lot. You're the only person I told because your ass don't seem like you want to take over the Ñetas over there. I told you should have took it over. You would have done a better job.
Nah, I don't bother with that shit, man.
It ain't shit, bro. Shit is the people. The Ñetas, yeah, shit is the people.
No, not the asociación, but the people.
The people. The asociación, the philosophy is not shit. La consigna, Carlos' philosophy, and what Carlos was about is never going to be shit. It's the people.
No. I meant to say the people that I'm going to have to sit down and rule. No, I'd rather fucking start over.
Well, that's what you do. Once you start, that's what you're doing. That's the same way, like right now, President Trump beat out President Biden. In the book, they call it presidents. This happened in the book. It says presidentes, 19 of them motherfuckers. And in English, it says presidents. So let's call them presidents, the leader maximos. That's what they have in the book. In the book, they don't call them leaders. They don't call them leaders in no format. In Spanish, no English. They call them presidents. 19 of them. Matojo being the last one. Donald Trump, when he gets in there on the 20th, what is he going to do? He's going to clean that fucking house. He's going to take out everybody who don't run with his ideology and get them gone. That's what presidents do. This is the same thing that had me kind of confused with the Matojo dude till that was cleared up. Because when a new leader comes in, it's a whole new show. Yeah, and all that shit changes. Yeah, in the way how the chain of command works. Because one guy might be easy going, the other guy might be hard. And the rules don't change. It's just the chain of command it could be different because now you're talking to a whole nother person. So whatever you had set up with the other person, now you got to usually hope that the other person works with you. Usually he does, but they always make a little change in there to fuck with you. So nothing like it's not changing the laws. He might tell you tomorrow instead of today, like the other guy used to always tell you today. Anyway, long story short. Yeah, presidents, when they come in, you would have changed that whole shit. You would have made it your way and put people in the right places, you know, and keep it going. And keep it going. That's what I was trying to get you to do, but I can't force you to do nothing. Yeah, I can't. that was an opportunity that you should have took, because right then you would have been connected inside too. They obviously don't. They obviously look. Them guys. It's two things they could have been doing. They could have been doing it knowingly or not knowingly. Either which way, it's still wrong. Because he can't say that I didn't try to. You know, I call him. I listened to the whole conversation today. My conversation with Stilo. I listened to the whole conversation. And then when I see that text that he wrote, because you sent me the picture from Facebook Messenger, the two things don't. He in my conversation said he has no clue what I'm talking about. Like he didn't even have no understanding of it. And then you send me a text message with him talking about it in text, in Messenger. So which side of the road you on, my brother? I don't know. If you don't know nothing about it, how can you be texting about the whole situation? You know, and then Stilo telling me he's scared to talk on the phone, but then this is the way they talk on Facebook, knowing that Facebook, there are people back there looking at it. Your phone is safer than Facebook. For the police to come and get your phone records, they got to get a whole subpoena from a judge. And that's violating our constitutional rights right there, privacy. So that's kind of hard, you know, unless they don't have a whole bunch of shit on you. Facebook, there's people back there reading your shit every day. Every day. That's how your shit get blocked. Some of it is the algorithm. Most of it is a human being. The algorithm snags it so somebody could go look at it. But the computer don't turn it off. Don't shut off your messages. It passes it to somebody else. When you put a comment or something up that it's against the algorithm, the rules, somebody looks at it at the end of the day. A human. And then it gets shut down. Because like Facebook have a lot of motherfuckers on computers watching you, watching the algorithm. That's how it works. It does most of the heavy lifting, but it's still somebody back there. It's just like when you write a post in the groups. When somebody write a post, what somebody has to go look at it, don't it? But it's almost the same thing. There's somebody always looking at Facebook. The same way the groups work, it's the same way the whole entire platform works. And they put the keywords. If he writes this or he write that, somebody go look at it the same way you could program Facebook. Because it's part of the system. Of course, it will have the same rules.
Here's a funny thing I wanted to ask you, right? Why is the Latin King so interested in me?
Why is the
Latin King so interested in me?
My brother, if you haven't fucking figured it out yet, you're a goddamn giant, dude.
Oh.
You're a giant. Any group will love to have you in their group. Number one, just you standing up in the corner is a fear factor. Just you standing up in the corner. A big ass grizzly bear just over in the corner over there. What do you think? Your intimidation. You a teddy bear.
What about?
All right. I consider your personality as a teddy bear. But in the right circumstances, you're a grizzly bear.
But what about like in TikTok and on Facebook? They invited me to their rooms and all that.
Listen, look at it as a sign. How about that?
Okay.
You ain't never took that position yet. You've been in a lot of gangs. This is me talking out of my ass because I like to do, I like to paint pictures that comes from my inner self, and usually I'm right. I'm not a fortune teller. So I don't know I don't know you from a can of paint, right? But you've been in a lot of groups. You've been in a lot of, I want to call them groups, gangs, communities, you know, where there's a few people with one mentality. You've been in a few of those groups, all right? But you've never been the one, you've never been the one leading the group.
Right.
Check. And I don't know you. I don't know you. Like I never hung out with you to be able to say shit. But this is the picture I have from my inner self. I'm telling you what my inner self tells me of you. You ask me the question, I'm going to give it to you.
All right.
So you've never been a leader, but that's been a calling.
No.
It's been a calling. That's how I see it.
Okay.
It's been one of your callings that you have been two things. Remember, we have choices, but the choices are always A or B. There's never a C, a D, or F. Either you don't see it or you don't want to step up to the plate. And I'm telling you this because I have it myself.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I see it in you because I could see it in myself. That's why I'm trying to push my envelope these days. And I'm pushing my envelope to try to straighten this out. This needs to be straightened out. And if I don't step up the same way, if you don't step up, and nobody don't step up, because this is what I'm finding all over the place. I've been finding this years ago when I try to go out to look for the Ñetas. This year since I've been out, I keep seeing that nobody wants to like really step up to the plate. And that's why I told you right now, I'm in my shoes because, and I have taken back my words on my door because I'm learning a different story. And I needed that second story because the first story wasn't no good. So until that didn't get straightened out, I couldn't, but it needs to be straightened out. And, you know, that's why people look for you, bro. Because you're a leader. You have leader tendencies. Look in the book. The book gives you the 5 traits of a leader. You have what I don't have. And I have what you don't have. Making quick decisions, I have. Understanding the rules and how to, you know, run up. I understand that. What I don't have is the humbleness enough to never get mad at someone. I've been lacking that all my life. That's a trait that I have been chasing and I don't know how to find. I'm thinking I'm a lot better than before because I was very aggressive before.
It's a simple tactic. You pause and think. You pause and think. I mean, like pause before you react and think. It's a very simple tactic. Because you pause, you're allowing the anger to go down and you start seeing things more clearly.
More like anxiety. I wouldn't even label it anger. It's more like anxiety. I get this anxiety. Because I can't argue when I'm wrong, but I will argue to death when I'm right. But I prefer not to argue at all. When I'm right, or when I'm wrong. And I don't know how to find that. It's when I know I'm right, I go all the way. Yeah, and then if I have to take you to block you or get you all the way out of my face, because then that's when the anger sets in. That's when I want to hurt you. Like Pedro J. Perez got me to that point. That's why I told you I don't like the war talk. He had me a little bit war talking under my last conversation. And if he would have popped up there within that week, I probably would have heard him. Today he can kiss my ass. You know, but he really got under my skin on our last conversation. I only had 3 conversations with the dude. Yeah, and one he spoke, and one I spoke, and the next time around we couldn't see eye to eye. And we basically just argued on the phone. So no, that's why people look for you, bro. You gotta step up. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm stepping up, and I'm trying to get something done. And I'm going all the way into the TV channel shit with it because it needs to be publicated. The only way you're going to change the mentality of everybody is until you can't get on the TV and put in a channel, let them see Asociación Ñeta on the fucking TV as a fucking streaming channel and throw it out there. And the data is an everyday living. Any motherfucker that says a Ñeta, that's content. Show us your hustle. Show us if you're doing something good, it shouldn't be afraid to show the hustle. You check what I'm saying? That's content right there. If you're out there and you're doing some shit that you turn your life around, this is what we're supposed to be showing. This is what Ñeta's doing today. Ñeta's are out there being part of the fucking society. You know, helping each other brother out because they learn a new fucking trick. Because you learn it when you go to jail. Right when you walk in that gate and you go into population, everything that you did in the street, you got to leave it out there. You don't get a chance to pick it up when you go back out because you rehabilitated as a Ñeta now. When you go out, you're going out with a different jacket. The jacket that they told you to leave at the gate, you're leaving that at the gate. It's leaving it. It's not that you go pick it up when you go out. You don't turn back to the same dumbass. You're coming out with a new jacket because that one is not needed. That's why you leave it at the gate. But most Ñetas today go out and they come out attacking another Ñeta, killing another Ñeta. And that wasn't, you should have took care of that in jail. And humans can always be humans. At the end of the day, even that they have it in the book. When they talk about what a dictator is. It's all in the book. Humans tend to fuck up when they have power. That's why the presidents have changed them every 4 years, bro. You can't, if you leave the guy in the seat forever, then you have a communist country like China, that he's the one sitting there. The Ching Wong Mu, whatever his fucking name is. That's why you change the president. So I said, president don't reside forever. Until he fuck up. Whenever he fuck up, he goes. He don't get a second try. There's no such thing as a second try. Not when you're a leader. And your punishment is double when you know the rules. So if you're doing maquinando and you fuck up, you pay double. You're supposed to know better. That rule should be applied in the political scheme for the politics. If you fuck up, you pay double. You don't get off easy. You get double the sanction. They end up, they steal all their money, and then all they do is a couple of months in jail. Or they get out scot-free. Just because he's a politician, he just loses his job. You know how many jobs I done lost for going to jail? Yeah, that's the first thing you lose when you go to jail is your job. These bitches, they lose their job, they don't even do jail time. I wish I could just lose my job. No, bro. The association needs to change. The only way it's going to change is until we all don't start changing. So Latin Kings, I don't know much about Latin Kings, but I would say to you though, don't join a gang. That way, before you join the gang, create your own gang in parentheses as a Ñeta and teach the kids and teach the youngsters how to live in society. That if you're running a real Ñeta, I think that guy in Ecuador, I need to call him back up again because I've been thinking about him. For they to have problems with gangs, it's because they're working as a gang. If they wouldn't be working as a gang, you wouldn't be stepping on the gang's toes to have problems with them. Remember the guy in Ecuador was saying it's really bad with the gangs? If you're doing good and you're doing good shit, the gang won't fuck with you. When have you ever heard a gang fucking with religious or real street going motherfuckers? Not even the Latin Kings. Like the motorcycle gangs. They don't fuck with civilians. They call them civilians. Because they don't consider themselves civilians. They're outlaws. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
They got their own laws. Yeah, they don't fuck with the system. That's why I say motorcycle gangs these days, they're more loyal than a Ñeta. Than most Ñetas that are out here. They don't hurt each other. You don't really kill a brother. You hurt the brother, you sanction the brother, you teach your brother a lesson, but don't take his life. Jesus. Unless he deserves to take, he did real damage, like snitching. Especially when you're doing the sneaky way. When you infiltrate, I think that's the biggest cockroach in the world. A motherfucker that comes in for the only purpose to snitch you out. That's a cockroach to me. Yeah, I have them on the top of the line before a motherfucking predator.
Well, I discovered today that Mano's been running around yéndole a la gente, telling people que yo soy loco, that I got mental health. What the fuck is that shit?
You knew that a long time ago. He told that to me. Remember when I called him? That's the first thing that both of them motherfuckers told me. Oh, Tanya and Wolf girlfriend. Remember? And then them two motherfuckers are crazy. Yeah, that's...
You know who started all that, right?
I have no clue, bro.
Remember that guy, Jay? He started all that shit.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me Jay started that.
But who the fuck is Jay that his word is God's commandment? You know?
And even stuff like that's supposed to be brought with a presente, with facts. Base. So.
No, he just came out and made that story up. But you know how it all started? Because the motherfucker, one day, right, I had a female that lived upstairs from my building, my apartment I had, and she wanted to bully me out of mine so her boyfriend could move in. And she was dating another guy who was the leader of the blood. And one day I see 7 black men dressed in red across the street in front of my house. I text Jay, hey Jay, I need help, get over here. I'm about to fight these bloods and I don't even know why. So he's like, I don't have a weapon, I can't go over there. So I had to face them. It was a standoff, nothing happened. They left and he started saying that I'm crazy. That I think the 27, that I think the Bloods are after me, I think the Crips are after me. Calling me crazy. And before that, one day I had some maintenance working up on the other apartment, and they were making fun of us because he was talking. He don't know how to shut his fucking mouth, so he was talking about the Asociación, and the maintenance are making fun. Well, we're 27, and I said, look at this guy. He's saying 27. All of a sudden, Jay's afraid. So he didn't let me finish my sentence. Then there was the maintenance fucking around. And he also said that I think the 27 are after me. So, you know, he's a fucking coward that before he even fucking stand as a man, or a brother, whatever, or a sister in his case, and help out, he'd rather claim you're fucking out of your mind. Then he tried to grab my dick and try to kiss me, and I even made it worse. So if I say anything, they won't believe me because I'm already crazy in their eyes. That's how it all started.
So in other words, he works like a predator.
Yeah.
That fucker's a predator.
Yeah, he's a stalker. He's a stalker stealer.
Yeah, and that's one of their families, right? That's a family member.
Yeah. Well, he's no longer a family member, though. I don't know what happened there so fucking bad. He lost second in command, and they threw him out of the association. What could you possibly do to get thrown out of the association? Do you know?
To get thrown out, you have to violate one of the norms in a very drastic way. Huh?
Like, what do you think he did?
Oh, I don't know. I have no clue what he did. Only he know what he did. Yeah, but you have to do a violation, a grave violation. You know, they have to violate. You can't contradict. You gave your life to the association. So you really can't contradict the any of the norms in any way, like choteando, robando, mirando uno como mujer, you know, those like main shit like that. Yeah, then they put you no grato. That practically explains itself at in English. Even the dumbest English person will figure that one out. No grato. You're no good. And that follow you around everywhere. Yeah, when you know grato, it follows you around. No matter where you, sooner or later, somebody's gonna come out and say, that motherfucker don't, he's no good. That's why I don't understand why there's not, instead of using Facebook, why there's not one platform that we ourselves have control of. And in there, that will be the pueblo. You know, just like when you come into jail, you go through the fiscalización, and then they tell you, dale cara al pueblo. That means go out there and mingle, motherfucker. And as long as we keep using Facebook, that everybody has a group and it's all private and all this bullshit, it needs to have a place where there's only Ñetas. And when it's time to vote, we all plan it all up to go vote for one person. And anytime somebody do fuck shit, you put it up there with a tag, and then anybody can go look up all the fuck shits. And you can go search in there instead of doing it in Facebook. Because the same way we can search in Facebook, the government is fucking searching in Facebook. And I can't emphasize that much. And all I use Facebook is to try to bring people to the page. Don't be writing to Facebook to bring people to the group. I'm not going to promote to bring somebody to the group. No, I'm trying to do it the other way, like it's supposed to be. You use the group to bring people to the page, the network, where we at. And right now, I figured that by the first of the year, well, it will be way before that, but before Thanksgiving, I will have the liderato, Matojo, explaining to me, and we will have a conversation about that. And when I get that conversation, I have no doubt in my mind that I will walk away being able to run this platform. And that's money. Even though we talk about, remember we talked about nonprofit?
Mm-hmm.
All nonprofit profits. So that's that I never understood that. Why they call it nonprofit? Because it all profits. That's the whole. We're in a capitalism ecosystem, and in capitalism, everybody profits. And then I explained to you how it is in jail. A leader lives like a king. He don't ask for it, but it's just given. It's a given. That's anywhere. Any leader is always like the president. Wherever the president goes, if the president comes to your restaurant, you think you're gonna make him pay for it?
No.
Exactly. He would try to pay for it, but he ain't gonna be able to pay for it. You know, because it's the president. Who would charge the president? It's like saying who would charge the leader. So that's why I said when me and Pedro were arguing, I told him about Bonnie. Bonnie never had to buy drugs. Bonnie, anywhere Bonnie stood up, they were throwing it at him. So for him to tell me that he stole money, that was like, why would you tell me that? A man who will never have to steal money from anybody. Why would he have to do that? Or snitch? You know, why would you come tell me that shit to me? You can't. I look up to the man as like my dad. And then that's why I had the argument with him. Because a Pilar, Bonnie got 400 something years, bro. He didn't get that because he was eating a cupcake. He got that because he shed blood for the movement. And at the end of it, like I told him, what are you going to do about it? He is the Pilar. This is where everything stands on. The Carlos come back today, he changed this whole shit around. Back to where it was before. And a lot of them don't seem to want to ask themselves that question. If Carlos was alive today, would he really do what we're doing? No. Faggots still will be faggots, and women still will be women. Because that's how it is. You need them, but you don't really need them. They're there, but they're not there. It's like a wife. She's not in your shit, but you're doing your shit. And she's not supposed, you know, it's like a wife. And they're there. The faggots for the ones who need them, and the women for the ones who need them too. And that's why they're there, because it's a companion, it's a person who's there. But do they make rules and run the show? No. There's reasons for that. There's a lot of reasons for that. But one of these days, I'll be able to say. So hopefully, how I said, I've been always wanting the green light, because if I could get the green light, once you have green light, you have support. You have amendments coming down. You know, and then that turns out to be something different. And that will be pride more than anything else, because I'm not even trying to do nothing for the money. I'm trying to put 50,000 into the whole thing. I'm trying to leave something behind when I die. That is pretty. That is, you know, that is good. That it's, you know, so I can be written down in the book as a legend. That's my goal. I don't need no money. I'm doing fine. I live my life today the way I want to live my life. It's always being at home. I don't want to be on the street. And run a whole digital fucking firm right from home. Give people jobs, have people working, and whatever they're fucking good at. So they could stop working for the man and become their own companies. Because if you don't have a company today, you're doing it wrong. That's I don't know how to explain it to nobody else. You have to run a company. If you run a company, the government gives you money. If you run a company, you get access to grants. If you're running a company, you get access to loans. If you're running a company, there's so much benefit from that. You can't run, and it separates yourself from you. You leave yourself on the side and you run the company. In case something happens to the company, you are still good. That's why you make an LLC, limited liability company, and that protects you. David Wolf, it protects me, Norman Flecha, and whoever they're going to sue, they're going to sue a company. A company is not even a person, so it's fine for you to kill it. Like Donald Trump, he did bankruptcy on his companies, 8 times? You kill the company, and you still get money from it because it's dying. Man, I was glad that I learned how to read a book in Spanish. I learned how to go to the law library, and that shit turned me on. Because if you want to talk about the Bible, read the law. It teaches you a lot. That's their game. Want to be a true Ñeta? Read the fucking books and understand that if you keep doing you already started off uneven, so your shit usually always go bad. That's why they build a credit score, because the only one who has a credit score are the ones after the score. Before, like JP Morgan, he don't really have a credit score because he was before. He practically invented that shit. So you got to make sure that you go get your company, because then that has a new credit score, because our companies have a credit score too. It's no different than the human. A company, it has a social security number. That's the EIN number, 9 numbers. My Jeep, I bought it with a company. That's why I stopped paying it, because it ain't affecting me. And I killed the company. I haven't filed bankruptcy yet, but the company died. And the car went with it.
Bro, I'm gonna have to cut off because I gotta charge my phone, bro. They start on 15.
All right, bro. Go plug your phone up. I was watching the news in Puerto Rico on a live stream on YouTube, so I'm gonna jump back to that. But that's today's seminar for Asociación, bro. All right, big man. Take it easy. You hang up.
All right. Good night, bro.
Good night, boss man. Oh, I just saw that video.
Huh?
I said I just saw the video.
Oh, she's trying to take my phone. We're watching videos on my phone, but they're already on the way home, so I'll be done in like 10.
Oh, I'm not rushing you. We're just trying to talk. Them German Shepherds are easy to train.
Yeah, but I think they'd already sent the German Shepherd off for to be trained. But Sophia's going to train the puppy. Yes, we're singing.
But that's why he don't forget. They don't never forget those things.
Me and Evie are doing sign language. We're watching videos because she's teaching me how to sign.
Who, the baby?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, she's been in since 3 months. That's how. All right, like that. How do I say more? More. She teaches. She knows all sign language.
All right, then I'm gonna let you go.
All right, we're gonna look at my phone now. Evie, okay?
Carry on, crazy girl.
All right, okay, bye. All right, bye.
I got. got so much goddamn commercial. Anyway, I'm about to shut up I'm about to shut up this stream. I was going to do it Puerto Rico. I had to chat with David Wolf. They're all nervous. They're all lying like a motherfucker. They're all lying. They're trying to fix how these motherfuckers gonna steal money. They already plan on stealing. That's sickening, bro. Oh, that shit's still going, huh? They're learning too. If she comes out, I'm going to grab me something to eat and go watch me some TV. This is the YouTube. Oh, I never showed y'all. This is the new website here. Fuck! I shut it down. Okay, I could go over here. There's a new website over here. That's Facebook page. I always say I'm gonna leave, but I don't end up leaving. Let me this is gonna take a minute because I'm streaming. Every time I'm streaming, it kind of lags. I need to jump on a bigger computer. I keep saying that, and I don't get the goddamn computer out the attic. I got like 3 computers up there. They're not old. They're just like 1 year old. Because my son buys a computer every 6 months. That's the map. You can easily add a page. Add your shit up in here. You don't even have to be a member. If you're not a member, it gets supervised by me, or sooner it'll be other people. So you click add, and it opens this up. You put a title, whatever the fuck you want it to be. And you could come in here and pick like New York. Let's say New York. Let's go New. Where's the K? Goddammit. New York, United States. Boom, and they'll pick up New York. So then you're already there. Don't worry. And you can move it around if you want to. You could take it. You could take the pen and move it. Not that. Oh, you just move your finger. Sorry. You move your finger. I thought you could pick up a pen. You move your finger wherever you want it. The map is to this. You can like bring it down. Let's go down somewhere so I can see the States. You could go put yourself over here. Boom. So that's how you pick symbol. Let's put a name in here. We're gonna put Asociación Ñeta NY. Let's see, NY. Boom. It's not gonna be one. I'm gonna submit it and everything, but it's not gonna be one. I keep messing up. You motherfucker. Asociación Ñeta, New York. All right. And then we're going to pick New York, United States. Let's out this some. Bring this down. I'm in the same place, okay. Bring this down. All right. And I keep doing this motherfucker. I did it twice. All right. Make sure you don't step on the outside. So we go to New York. We're going to leave the fucking ball there. So we bring it down. Here we're going to put New York. Okay, we're going to put in here whatever we have here. We're going to put that in there. We're going to grab a picture. We're going to put this one here. Nah, I want to be a dick. I want to go. I'll put myself in there. Boom. And then we're going to put our audio. Put that audio in there. And then submit location for review. That's it. And then you can add as many as you want. And then that'll be in the supervision. So tomorrow I will grab that, what it says. All these people that have no faces. Are you on Facebook if you don't have a face? That tells a lot. Let's ask questions. All right, so I'm shutting down. I kept saying that. Let's stop sharing screen. No, let's go over here and do it over here. Oop. We stop sharing stream. What's up, people? Wow, I'm lucky that didn't turn off just now. Good evening, family. I had a nice conversation with David. I was about to stop the stream, but I'm going to give it a minute. I had a nice conversation with David. Speaking associatively, when are we going to get in our game, bro? When are we going to unite like Ñetas? Instead of just saying siempre blanco, 100.50 de Corazon, más arriba, or whatever. Why don't we just start putting some action between all this I'm a Ñeta stuff? Because I don't see nobody doing no action. I don't see nobody trying to like really try to put this shit together. Every time I get with people out of the group, there's always a motherfucker who just ate a rotten apple and comes into the group with the this is never gonna work. Them niggas don't listen. They don't let themselves dejarnos llevar because we in the streets. Until nobody don't set it up correctly, the streets gonna always be the streets. Once this, it's just like when you're in prison, you don't go into a public because you know you're no good. So if we could get this done digitally, instead of fucking Facebook, we abbreviate some letters, or we just come up Asociación Ñeta app, Asociación Ñeta TV, Asociación Ñeta news, all our shit. You keep the cockroaches out. If we don't unify this digitally, we ain't never gonna get nowhere. Y te lo voy a decir en español. Mira, familia, hasta que esto no, como todo el mundo me ha dicho, en una parte cosas tienen bien. Esto estamos en el tiempo moderno. No es para que las reglas se cambien. El tiempo moderno no cambia las reglas ni las normas, ¿ok? Ni los ideales. La misma línea de pensamiento, que es la misma de conciencia, es con los ideales de Carlos Torres Iriarty, Meléndez, La Sombra, Carlos La Sombra, como tú lo conozcas, Asociación Ñeta, los Ñetas, los Ñetas, Asociación Ñeta, pro derecho al confinado, derecho a rehabilitación, Asociación Ñeta, Doña Trina. If you are practicing anything to do with Asociación Ñeta, you shouldn't be on Facebook. That's why I created a platform. It's my server. That information is in my home. This is not my home. This is a background image. All right, I'm not in prison. I've been on the street for 20 years, and I've been just at it trying to get this shit digitally done. I bought the names. I let go the names. I bought the names again. I let go the names. I bought the names again. I've been years trying to see how I could get it. And this is as far as I've made it. All right. I'm supposed to be having a meeting soon with my todo or the segundo, but I'm talking about from Puerto Rico, and I'm looking for the support. This needs to happen. We need to go digitally. Everybody has a phone. This is what we're supposed to modernize. If the system is modernized, we're supposed to modernize, because that's the way to get the communication. We modernize on communication. We don't modernize on norms. We don't change what these people built in the 80s. Who are we? We don't have the opportunity to modify one line of thought, one line of conscience. We didn't shed blood for this shit. We're supposed to follow what was put on the paper. We're supposed to follow what the norms are. We're supposed to modify when it comes to communication. That's why there's cell phones in the prison today when they shouldn't even be allowed. A cell phone pinpoints your location by fucking feet. Like today, they don't need to come in what they used to come in the 80s and the 90s when they come and look for cell phones, metal detectors and shit like that. They pluck your fucking phone. The address is on your phone. Your location is on your phone. It's not by the towers. Today, they know exactly where you're standing. They know what quadrant you're standing. If the quadrant has floors, but they don't know what floors, but you're still bringing them into an area. And that technology is not hard. That's the same way we don't know how to fly a fucking drone over a prison, but you shouldn't have a drone. You change the frequency. These guys program a certain frequency, you jump on another frequency like a walkie-talkie. That's where you modernize. And don't have people coming to jail anymore because somebody's supposed to be pitching anything anymore. You drive a fucking drone and they, kind of tattoo machines. There's so many inks in the tattoo machine that will have parts forever. Like everybody would be tattooing in there. You just drop the drone and let it just walk away and take the remote control and throw it in the garbage. And that's all you got to do. And you can fly that from far. You don't have to be close. Anyway, I don't really get in it. La única cosa que se tiene que hacer moderno. Sí, la única cosa que se tiene que editar, la única cosa que se tiene que cambiar, la única cosa que se tiene que ajustar es la comunicación, no es la norma. Las normas siguen iguales. No tienen que poner ni una norma más ni una norma menos. Todos los trucos se han sabido de los tiempos antes. Las normas están perfectas. Esos chamacos cuando hicieron eso, detalladamente cubrieron todas las bases. Lo único que hace falta ahora mismo, porque ellos no están en este tiempo, es cambiar la comunicación. Puñeta, es la comunicación. Cómo nosotros nos estamos comunicando. Y después, para hacer los números más grandes, para llegar a los ideales de Carlos, hacer que la isla sea más patriótica, ¿sabe? Que es ser independista, votar independista, ser independista, vivir por la patria de la boricua, poner las cañas otra vez, crecer café, recoger café. Hoy mismo no van a poner nadie de esclavo, hoy mismo hay máquinas que hacen toda esa pendejada, como si son un choque loco, que no van a poner a crecer café. Hasta la caña, hoy mismo hay casos tanto modernos que se puede hacer la caña de muchas otras formas. Pero no, men, aquí lo que hay una deja de que no quieren hacer los cambios. Me imagino por qué. ¿Por qué no se quiere ir digital? No, porque los guardias no van a saber, porque si por los guardias lo van a saber, todos ellos que están usando teléfono saben que eso con un escáner se puede trapear. Todo el mundo sabe que Facebook tiene más policía que la policía. Y están allá en Facebook. Dale soporte a lo que estoy haciendo. Si te gusta el cabrón video, no le dé like. Yo no quiero ninguno like. Dale el share. Compartir es lo que se dice en la filosofía, en la consigna. Lucha, comparte y vive en armonía. Compártelo. Invítaselo a otra persona para que aprendan que la filosofía es bella. Que aprendan que los que están dañando el nombre son un choque de cucaracha, que no sirve. El que asalta a una mujer no puede quedar gritando que es nieta. Si ese cabrón asalta a una mujer cualquiera, o un caballero que se levanta todos los días a ir a trabajar, quiere asaltar a alguien, ven a asaltar a un cabrón como yo, ¿viste? Búscate un hijo de puta, búscate un ladrón de la calle, asalta a ese. Uno que esté en la misma jodera tuya, uno que camina con pistola, uno que vaya a trabajar, se va a jugar un carro, yo juego miles de cajos a un chojo de cabrones, ¿me entiendes? Pero yo no le juego cajo al hombre que se va a levantar a trabajar. Yo no voy a jugar un cajo en un caserío. Yo le quito lo que pueden quitar. A mí, yo hoy me encantan los bancos. Hay muchos chavos ahí. Hoy y antes, ¿viste? El sistema. ¿Quieres buscar chavo? Oye, el sistema. Yo le metí 11 años al sistema. Hoy, yo llevo 21 años casado. 3 meses después que salí preso, me casé. Vi una oportunidad. Aprendí un montón de cosas. ¿Qué es lo que yo aprendí? Leer un fucking libro. Leerte un libro. Si vas a buscar una Biblia, búscate la enciclopedia de las leyes y ponte a leer las leyes. Cuando tú aprendas las leyes, tú vas a aprender ahí no solamente las leyes criminales, las leyes civiles también. Vas a aprender que hoy en día debes estar usando el nombre tuyo como un esclavo, ponchando un reloj, yendo a trabajar. Ponte y hazte una fucking compañía. Tú quieres ser nieta, salte de la cárcel, no caigas más preso. ¿Viste? Si tú oyes la administración de corrección, si tú oyes el sistema, tú tienes que jugar el juego del sistema, que es el mismo juego cuando tú tienes un celular. ¿Viste? Ellos saben que tú tienes un celular y tú tienes que esconder el celular. ¿Ves? Es el ratón y el gato. O el ratón con el queso, como tú lo quieras poner. Y mira, familia, te voy a explicar algo. Los dedos no son así. ¿Viste? En los tiempos antes, el dedo del medio es el grande. El dedo de puntal, este es el de corazón. El de puntal más chiquito, o sea, que el grande no se le trepa al chiquito, sino como una persona gana a otra persona, porque se le trepa encima, así. Pues el débil, el chiquito, se le trepó, ¿sabe? El índice o el que se punta. Este dedo es el débil. Él le ganó al grande encima. Ahora, eso como yo lo aprendí, fue que el débil le ganó al abusador. Hoy, en el tiempo moderno, es decir, que el débil buscando apoyo de su hermano. ¿Cómo uno busca apoyo? ¿Con el hermano trepado en la espalda? Porque que yo tengo en cuenta, cuando una persona Supongo que tú estás en una queja, el hermano tuyo, tú lo trepas en la espalda tuya y lo llevas, ¿sabes? El chiquito, el puntador, encima de que queda casi lado en lado. No se le trepa así encima, así, porque así como veo el dedo. Esto es una eje en señal de los mudos, lenguaje de mano, ¿viste? Esto es una letra, y de la letra eje, ¿ves? Eje. Esto es nieta, así. No sé por qué eso se cambió. Me imagino yo que como los tiempos modernos, que si me imagino bien, ahí cuando llegaron los emojis, ¿viste? Y los emojis tienen la eje, y un cabrón pensó que eso significa nieta y siguió por ir para abajo y está el mundo completo hoy, desde que yo salí, unas 2 décadas, 20 años, desde que no los emojis, voy a hacer un chequeo ahí. ¿Cuándo fue que se inventó los emojis? Lo voy a hacer yo ahora mismo, antes que yo termine esto. ¿Ves? Vamos a hacer share screen otra vez para que vean. Entire screen. Boom. Y voy a share. Y ahora voy a abrir la ventanita acá. Espérate. Voy a ponerlo para que ustedes vean porque todavía me están mirando a mí. Vamos a subirlo hasta aquí. Y vamos a darle a este tan. Y acá. When was the emoji released? Ahora sí estoy hablando mierda, bro, porque unas veces yo ni sé, yo me puse a hablar ahí así poco, porque es lo único que yo puedo pensar. Mira eso. El primer emoji was created en 1999 de un japonés. Ahora, creation was 176 emoji for the iMode mobile internet platform. The emojis were 12 by 12 pixels and were designed. Y busco esto porque yo estoy loco para arreglar eso y hacerle un emoji nieta. Function in a simple way. For example, there was an emoji for the weather forecast instead of spelling out cloudy. En el 1999. When were the emojis released? In Facebook. In Facebook. That does not say Facebook. Eso pone 218. Facebook. Estoy diciendo, así por cómo empezó esto, porque el internet es así. Nadie se pone a averiguar un carajo. Mira, en 2006. En 2006. Ese tiempo para acá, prácticamente cuando empezaron los emojis. Y como estaba diciendo, bro, que me pico el bicho unas veces, bro. Anyway, vamos a poner esto para atrás. Vamos a estar sharing screen. Me pongo para atrás. Mira. La mano asociativa es el puntal encima del corazón, el dedo del corazón. Así como se hace Asociación Ñeta, mira. Así. El que me quiera discutir eso, lo ponemos a pelear. Hasta la lógica está en el palabreo, en el significado. En cualquier manera que tú lo pongas, si es el débil encima del abusador, si es el débil buscando apoyo del más fuerte, como uno apoya a uno, go behind me, I'm in front. En ninguna manera, brother. Ellos están usando los dedos incorrectos por los fucking emojis en Facebook que lleva de 2006. Más o menos igualmente como lo dije yo. Y como dije yo, ustedes que siguen usando Facebook y siguen ahí metidos en Facebook, esto es un video, todo el palabreo, toda la información, toda la data de un video está metido en lo que se dice un object. ¿Viste? El sonido tiene que ir encastado en un código propio. O sea que es un código adentro del código. Mucha de la información que está dentro del código, cuando lo ponen en una página web, no se transmite para afuera. Lo que se sabe nada más que es un video. La información del video no conlleva en el código como tal. Es cuando tú llamas cuando tú usas un VPN. Un VPN es una conexión del internet una conexión del internet. O sea, el internet es abierto, pero cuando llega en la otra conexión dentro del internet, aquí es privado y no pasa la comunicación. Igual como Facebook. Facebook dice que es privado, pero Facebook es la policía. O sea, ¿cómo tú vas a estar privado con la policía? No hay privacidad ninguna. Ellos cuando quieran entran y sacan. Yo lo que estoy sugiriendo a la asociación hoy moderna es que se ponga para lo de ellos y hagamos una plataforma asociativa. Y será una plataforma donde tú vas a ir todos los días a app Ñeta, porque no hace falta cambiar más nada. Es Ñeta, con la fucking ñ, no neta, en Ñeta. Aunque se dice que antes era neta y después se puso Ñeta cuando se supo que el Ñeta era el nacimiento de un bebé. Anyway, y no creo que los taínos tenían la ñ. Anyway, porque se puede decir neta. El app Ñeta, porque hay lo que son 7 letras. Y si nadie se pone para lo de ellos, yo voy a ponerle copyrights a la palabra Ñeta. Yo voy a ponerle trademark a los dedos correctos, así. ¿Me entiende? Ustedes se pueden quedar con el emoji R, que significa R. Yo no me estoy dividiendo de nadie. Voy a estar dando voy a dar. Esto es serio. Ahora mismo yo llevé como un mes desde que una señora me enseñó quién era mi líder máximo en un tono negativo. Yo adapté ese tono negativo en el sentido de que yo no aceptaba a Matojo de Williador como un líder. En mi persona personal siempre lo he aceptado como el líder de la asociación, pero no mi líder. ¿Viste? Hablando claro. Hoy entiendo de que el hombre está en su puesto bien. Nadie me puso en mi sitio. Yo mismo me puse a averiguar y aprendí otra historia. O sea, que yo me disculpo con cualquier persona con quien hablé, con Estilo, con Mano Negra, con Cano, con quien sea que yo hablé, con Pedro J. Pérez. Yo me le pido disculpas. Yo públicamente me disculpo con el caballero Matojo. Él es el que está llevando la asociación. Siempre lo ha aceptado como el líder, pero no mi líder. El líder de la asociación. Yo hoy entiendo que Matojo, todo lo que hay ahí, está ahí porque se tiene que estar ahí. ¿Dónde lo aprendí? Esos son business míos. Pero digo yo que yo fui que hice las preguntas como me empecé yo haciendo preguntas. Siempre quedé una duda. Y la duda mía no era que si mató o no mató. La duda mía era que hay una duda. Y cuando hay una duda, supone que, viste, se bregue diferente. O se aclare a la persona. Y eso es lo que yo hice. Me aclaré. Estoy bien. Con el caballero Matojo, no sé el nombre. Sé el nombre y no lo sé. No me lo recuerdo de mente. Porque yo ya tengo 57 años. Estoy viejito ya. Pero no. Es el líder máximo de nosotros. El número 19 de los presidentes. Como dicen en el papel del libro. No sé por qué pusieron presidente. Eso es, voy yo a cambiarlo y voy a poner al líder. y líderes, leaderships o leaders, porque eso de presidente hasta